If you've ever been to Montrose, you've probably passed this building. Behind these unassuming walls is an outstanding producer and supplier of high-end kitchen cabinet doors and furnitures. It's called Donald Dean & Sons. And right now, I'd like to introduce you to Bob Hawley. And Bob, tell us what your position is here.
My position here is operations manager for Donald Dean & Son. Basically what we do here is manufacture kitchen cabinet doors for cabinet refacers, or anybody can come in off the street and buy one door or 1,000 doors. It doesn't matter to us. We build them one at a time. We're using 14 kinds of wood daily, and we make all these beautiful doors that you can see here behind me. We make this fine furniture in front of me, tables and bar stools and pub tables. In the door designs, there is the miter door, and it gives you the picture frame you look.
Right,
Okay, and that's probably 30% of our business right now. We're doing about 3,500 doors a week, so probably 1,200 of these and all those different kinds of hardwoods. The most popular door is the mortise and tenon door, which has a left and right style, and the top and bottom go into the door with a square joint. The #1 door on the market probably is still the square raised panel door.
Yeah.
You can come in and buy one door at a time. You buy whatever size you need. We build them one at a time. Even the simplest door probably has 20 steps. It's hard to believe that, but when you have the equipment and set up for it, you can do it at a reasonable cost and productively. We have some state-of-the-art equipment out there. We've got a saw with 4 blades that actually goes through a camera that looks at the top and bottom of that board. That information is conveyed to a computer, and that computer is telling the saw where to move those 4 blades before the board gets to it.
Where would the board go after that?
Well, after it gets ripped, now we got to shape it to make it look like something. It's going to go to a molder, and we're going to shape it into some kind of door molding. The people are just marking the defects in the wood, and the computer is measuring all the good inches and optimizing the yield from each piece of wood, keeping track of every piece it cuts, and then getting the cuts out of it that you put in the computer that you want to get out of it. After we get them cut to length, then we're to the nice new miter equipment that we got. That's where we saw them zipping around here and putting on the nice thick tenon and the mortise to make together.
Okay, right.
And I was showing you the one, the flooring machine, a Fullmac, that's doing the end matching for this door. It doesn't matter how long or short the piece is, the machine adapts to it and it cuts this joint for the square door. And then we also had that state-of-the-art piece of equipment from Arizona that does the arch tops and the panel tops.
That's amazing.
All computerized again. The operator just touches the picture that he wants to make, put the piece of wood in, and the machine does the rest. We don't mind doing one door at a time because that's how it goes all the way through the building. We chop one at a time. We put it together one at a time. They take the 2 pieces and glue them one end at a time, and then they assemble them one at a time, and then they put them in a press, a clamp, to press the joints tight one at a time, and then they put little pins in the corner that actually are there to hold the joint tight while the glue dries. The glue is actually stronger than the pin, but we need something to hold that joint tight while the glue is drying, while the glue is curing, so you can move it on through the building.
Well, thank you, Bob. That was an excellent tour. We learned a lot.
Well, thank you.
And right now, I'd like to introduce you to Susan Dean. Now, Susan is the granddaughter of the founder of this company. So it's Donald Dean & Sons, but there's also a granddaughter as well.
And grandson. My brother is the owner also.
And tell us a little bit about this company, because it's a company that's been here a long time.
Yes, we have been. My grandfather actually started a business in 1932, which was a sawmill down in the Nicholson area. And somewhere in the 40s, early 50s, we came up to this area and decided to get into the manufacturing business. And back in the 50s and 60s, they were making anything out of wood that he could possibly make. I know we made like Serta bed frames, television boxes for Zenith. 1972, actually, we purchased this plant, which used to be the Montrose Hanger Company, and we started manufacturing kitchen cabinet doors. What our objective is, people need to know what Donald Dean does.
Absolutely.
I mean, and we have people in this town who don't even know what they still think we're a sawmill. So our objective is to get the word around that we are a custom cabinet door maker. We manufacture a very fine line of butcher block furniture.
Gorgeous.
We're just dabbling in custom wooden countertops for those people that need a wooden countertop to accentuate their kitchen. So we've decided to take an outbuilding and we're going to make it a factory direct showroom.
Why don't you give us a phone number?
Yeah, we're here 1-800-255-2914, or local is 570-278-1179. We're right across from the Pump and Pantry in Montrose.
Thank you very much. This has been very exciting.
It has been, and thank you for coming up. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.